Hey there, Saints. Pastor Dave here with another weekly devotion for you this Wednesday. Hope you're doing well today. I'm going to share a quick meditation from David Kuntz's Quiet Mind. This one is about consistency. Do I contradict myself? Very well, then, I contradict myself. I am large. I contain multitudes. Walt Whitman. Whitman certainly agrees with his contemporary Ralph Waldo Emerson, who calls a foolish consistency the hobgoblin of little minds. And with Oscar Wilde, who said consistency is the last refuge of the unimaginative. But I find myself at times almost slavishly tied to being consistent, to being stable, to being trustworthy, to being reliable, to being loyal. Stable, trustworthy, reliable, loyal, these are all wonderful characteristics, of course, when they're not masquerading as excuses for being boring, dull, predictable, and unthinking. Teenagers know about inconsistency. It's their territory. Sally was 16 and passionately enamored of everything Brazilian. Rio, men, soccer, men, gemstones, men, and so on. She would learn Portuguese, marry a wonderful, rich Brazilian man, and be incredibly happy. She was adamant this would be her life. She was also driving her parents crazy. They were concerned her obsession was unhealthy and decided the best response was to stop fighting and join her. So her 17th birthday surprise was a family trip to Rio. "Rio!" she screamed in tears. "Who would be caught dead there? I'm moving to Paris as soon as I graduate. Merci, au revoir." Sometimes don't you wish you could give yourself permission to express that kind of wild inconsistency? I think we often feel it. Like Whitman, we are large and contain multitudes. Saints, I tend to be a consistent person. I tend to be someone who likes routine and who likes regularity, who likes to have all my boxes in the same place day after day. And sometimes I get frustrated when I'm not able to do that. But I heard a really interesting interview with a brain researcher the other day. And he was talking about, among other things, he was talking about how our brains are wired to need novelty, to need new experiences. That our brains kind of have a dual purpose. They take in information and they generate what he called maps of what the world looks like. They interpret the information that we take in order to tell us how the world works. And so for it to do that job, the brain needs continual input. It needs new experiences. It needs new information. It needs novelty. Otherwise, the maps that our brains create for us get out of date. And they tend to lock us into patterns and routines so that we are unable to find new experiences, to go to new places. He actually said that this often leads to mental health issues and depression and sorts of the inability of the brain to function to its peak capacity. That really caught my attention. Made me wonder and made me start thinking about what are the new experiences that I deliberately seek out, and maybe should I be doing that more often? Saints, where do you find something new, daily, weekly, monthly in your life? Where do you find something that encourages your brain to get out of its ruts? Something that is inconsistent in your life? I know it's easy for us to want to find the patterns and to want to do the things that we're comfortable with. But I think if this is the way God has made us, we need to be open to new things. That's your devotion this week, Saints. I hope it's helpful and worth thinking about. I hope you are having a good week, staying healthy. I will be praying for you. Please keep praying for me, and I'll see y'all again soon. Take care, Saints.